Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and rant. Let me make sure this thing is on. Okay. Because, girl, the other day, what was I talking about the other day? Oh, I had actually made a video about Monique when it had first broke that she was leaving Love and Marriage DC. And girl, I have been running my mouth for about 13 minutes, and girl, this mic wasn't even connected. This mic wasn't even on, girl. It wasn't even on or on my chest, girl. But whatever, girl. It was only 13 minutes, right? All right, so y'all, let's get into this mess. TJ Holmes. Ooh, TJ Holmes is so fine. Not only is he fine, he's trifling. Girl, let me tell you something. I don't know, girl. Girl, I don't know. It sounds like TJ Holmes and that white woman that he done left his wife for, Amy. They was at their job doing more than their job. Sound like they was doing each other. We don't know all the details, okay? So, stuff is starting to unfold. I'm sure there'll be more information out there by tomorrow. But for those who don't know, from co-stars to lovers, GMA anchors Amy Robach, 49, and TJ Holmes, 45, romance is revealed as the two married co-hosts are seen cozying up at an NYC bar, spending a romantic weekend away upstate, holding hands in an Uber. I don't watch Good Morning America, but I did see people online saying that, girl, they felt like I guess now thinking back about it, that they could see something was happening because of the way, I guess because of their interactions with each other on camera, but I don't know. But this is some of what the article has to say. This is according to the Daily Mail. Their on-screen chemistry is undeniable in the 2 years since TJ Holmes joined Amy Robach. I think I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Y'all know I will destroy a name. On Good Morning America's lunchtime segment, the co-hosts have been open about their blossoming friendship, but now Daily Mail can reveal that for the past 6 months, the married co-hosts have been sharing much more than a mutual love of running in the great outdoors. In fact, they have been locked in a passionate romance, despite both being married to their respective spouses for the past 12 years. I mean, girl, that's pretty much that's. I mean, girl, y'all get what it's about. I'm gonna post this link because, girl, these pictures, girl, these pictures. I also saw something else on Instagram. What was it? The page, was it page 6? Let me see. I have it saved. Let me go to it. Just a minute. Here we go. No, Radar Online. It basically says that Amy and her husband, Andrew Shue, sold off their New York apartment only weeks before her romance with her co-host TJ Holmes went public. RadarOnline.com has learned, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online. I want to say one thing about Radar Online. They are going to say RadarOnline.com. If y'all have ever read a RadarOnline.com article, girl, they're going to say RadarOnline.com at least 15 times. They're going to let you know that, girl, this is RadarOnline.com. Girl! The couple unloaded their 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,300 square foot pad for $5.2 million. When I say, baby, y'all be rich. Girl, that's a lot of money for 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. 5.2 million. Ooh, y'all be having money to blow. I wish I had money like that. Even if I had money like that, girl, I don't know if I could see myself spending no 5.2 on no 2,350 square feet for 3 bedrooms. Girl, you know how much house I can get with 5.2 million here in Texas? Girl, I get a lot of house. A lot of house. I was talking to my sister, and I was telling my sister that, girl, if I ever got rich, like, I wouldn't mind moving with my family, living with my family. I really wouldn't, believe it or not. But it would just have to be, I know it's so off subject, girl. It would just have to be like a humongous house. That's the only thing. I would still need my space. Right? It would have to be like a big house. Like 40,000 square feet. Yes. It would have to be something like, just big. Girl, like my living quarters are on the other side of the building because that's what it's gonna be, a building, pretty much. Okay, I wouldn't mind living with my family. Anyways, girl, um, the pending sale was signed on November the 18th. Amy and Andrew purchased a home in 2018 for $4 million. So it looks like they get some money back. They had originally listed the pad in September. The couple had been married since 2010. I mean, it ain't really nothing to talk about, girl. It's another ain't shit nigga and another ain't shit bitch, girl, going to work and fucking. Like, girl, at this point, girl, y'all need to stay y'all asses at home, cause, girl, I can't even trust your ass to go to work. I can't even trust your ass to go to work. But they say that's where I think that's where they say a lot of affairs start is at work, right? That's why I see why people be acting. I see why people be insecure when you be walking out the building and you be talking to that woman a little too long. I'm sitting in the car waiting on you. Who the fuck is this bitch? Mm. I don't think he ever mentioned her before. Mm. Hey, how was your day? We not gonna say he ain't got no car. We just gonna say your man car in the shop, and so you was just doing him a favor by picking him up today. You was actually about to pick him up and take him to go get his car from the shop. So I'm not gonna say your man ain't got no car, cause we not taking niggas to work in 2022. Okay, or picking their asses up. You better figure it out. You a grown ass man. Oh, how was your day? That's how he get in the car. He get in the car, you drive, you on the passenger. Matter of fact, you don't even want to drive no more. You done got pissed off, so you get in the passenger seat and he gonna drive. So you in the passenger seat. So you looking over to him. So how was your day? Who was that? Amy. Hmm. You never mentioned her before. Right? Cause now cause he done talked about everybody else but this bitch named Amy at work. And I'm trying to figure out why the fuck was y'all kikiing and cacaing like that. Cause y'all was kikiing a little too hard for me. It ain't that much going on in that building where you should be laughing like that. She got a question. Bitch! Oh, girl, TJ, you ain't shit. Amy, you ain't shit either. TJ so fine to me. Oh, TJ is so fine. That's a fine man. Mm. That's a nice looking man. That ain't got shit to do with nothing. TJ, you need your ass whooped. Amy, you need your ass whooped too. I be wanting to know, like, for all y'all out there who done cheated on y'all spouse. For all y'all hoes out there who done cheated on y'all spouses at work, how does it start? Is it like you're probably, it's probably, I'll say this much, girl, I don't know, girl. I'm just going to assume that I guess you're already probably unhappy in your relationship. And with that unhappiness, you come across someone who is funny and makes you laugh. And girl, I guess that's how it started, right? But you would that's just the power of the pussy and the power of the dick because y'all really be out here, girl, fucking up y'all whole situations over a little bit of pussy and a little bit of dick. Like when you think about how this could play out, what if TJ and that woman lose their job? Y'all done did all of this sneaking around because more than likely y'all probably was sneaking around before you told your spouses. Because I'm gonna assume that based off of this, the part that I read about them selling their homes, that girl, you know, their spouses already know. We're just finding out. But like, y'all be risking a lot. Y'all be risking like your livelihood, your children's livelihood, your wife, your husband, your family's livelihood. Like y'all putting all that on the line for a little bit of sex in an office fling that probably ain't gonna last. Because how you get him and how you get is how you lose him and how you lose him. Lose him and lose her. I don't know. Girl, y'all a mess. But you know what's so crazy? What the real gag is, TJ, you sure had a lot to say. You had a mouthful when it had to do with Will. When Will was at the Oscars slapping a dog shit out of Chris Rock for disrespecting Jada, when he could have disrespected one of those white women, you had a mouthful to say. You had a mouthful to say, TJ. And you know, and I went to go to look for your Instagram, and I couldn't find it. So it's making me believe that you and that white woman was creep, 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 creep. So I creep, yeah, just creeping on and on, 'cause nobody is supposed to know. So I creep. Yeah, 'cause she doesn't know what I do. Girl, so it sounds like to me that y'all were out in these streets um, throwing puss and dick, and you done got caught up. Because there would be no reason for you to delete your Instagram page if you went about this the right way. You see what I'm saying? If TJ and Amy could come out and say, listen, I've been separated from my wife, I've been separated from my husband for a minute now. But once I found or figured out that I was catching feelings for this person, I went and told my wife we were not happy for a very long time. You see what I'm saying? It would be one thing if you could come out and say something like that, where we could say, okay, girl, I guess the relationship was over before he got involved with her. But it sounds like y'all was in a print girl, y'all was in a copy room fucking on a copy machine. Ain't that what y'all say work people do? I don't know, child. So TJ done deleted his Instagram page because now he's starting to feel the heat. You know what the real gag is? Y'all be having a lot of pussy, a lot of dick and balls. Because the way that TJ and that white woman was out here, girl, trolloping around town like it wasn't nothing. If you see the pictures, I put the link in the description box. If you see the pictures, girl, it's like, girl, they had no care in the world. Now, I know that they are not like the Beyonce and Jay-Z, these A-list celebrities, but girl, you should know that somebody will be snapping pictures. You know what I want? This is what I want for all y'all. People who are in relationships, period. Can y'all stop cheating? Can y'all stop cheating and stop embarrassing your spouses and your families? If you are going to end a relationship, can you go about it the grown person way? Just tell that person, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. So when things like this happen, you can say, at least you could try and say, my marriage has been over for the last 2 years. Yes, I am still legally married, but my wife and I are no longer together. Yes, we may still live in the same. I don't know the situations between TJ and his wife, but I'm just making up something in my head that will sound right, right? That will sound okay to me. Yes, my wife and I still live together. However, we have not been together as a couple for the last 2 years. She knows that I'm seeing other people. I know that she's seeing other people. So this is not a story, right? But you can't say that. Because you was probably more than likely creeping and cheating on your wife. Just like she was creeping and cheating on her husband. Y'all can't say that. Here he go. Where is that? I just had it. Hold up. Here he go. On a night where the entire production, the entire Oscar show was done for the first time by an all-black producing team. Here we are leading off the show, and the story of the morning is about a man assaulting another on the Oscar stage. All I'm saying, I know somebody gonna say you can't compare that. That's apples to oranges. Yeah, you can. Because while you trying to sweep around Will Smith's front door, you should have been trying to sweep around yours. You okay? Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Because the same way you can sit here and pull the black producing team, you're a black man on TV embarrassing the black community. Because again, here we go, a nigga can't keep his dick in his pants. We could easily spin that on your ass too, TJ. So while you was out here worried about Will, you should have been trying to get your shit in order. And when that white lady gets sick, when that white lady gets sick of you, she gonna leave your ass. She gonna leave your ass. Y'all girl, that white lady. I don't know if that white lady got kids. I know TJ and that woman got kids. I know they got kids. At least I think I do. I do. I think they got kids. Y'all be really messing up y'all family units over a little bit of sex. I don't get it. And I know y'all have to be embarrassed. Can you imagine going to work tomorrow and you know everybody is talking about you? Baby, they've been talking. Because you always, you always know the two that's fucking at work. Well, you always know. Let me tell you one thing about it, two things for sure. People who work, girl, whether it's the office, the mall, the dollar store, Walmart, girl, it's always whispers. When people think that so and so and so and so might be smashing. Girl, did you see them on that segment this morning? TJ and Amy. Girl, they seem to look close if you ask me. Aren't they married? What the fuck that's supposed to mean? But yeah, they married. I don't know, child. That was a little too cozy. If you ask me, but I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, girl, I'll see you later, girl. Let me go out here and do some work. Right? That's how I be. That's how y'all know how I be. So you know tomorrow when TJ and Amy go to work, girl, everybody gonna be whispering and talking. They ought to be embarrassed. Girl, y'all ought to be embarrassed. Girl, it's a mess. I mean, what can you say? It's a mess. An update on Kelvin. Here go Kelvin. I'm sick of her. I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of Kelvin. Everybody want to know, this is what he put on his story. His IG story. Everybody want to know what's really going on. We don't. The fact is, I'm not being silent anymore. This don't have nothing to do with Wendy. It do. But has everything to do with the people trying to steal hard-earned money that I worked for and helped build. I have a slew of experts to help sustain all my claims, and I'm tired of they blanked out the word. I guess he put BS. I didn't forfeit as much as I did for my son to go through this. Miss me with the double standards as well. It's on. I don't know why I get so angry when I talk about Kelvin and Wendy. I don't know Kelvin. I don't know Wendy. The only thing we know is what's being reported in the news. I have a problem with Kelvin because this is the truth. This is how I see it. Kelvin, whatever his name is, he really was in charge of all things Wendy Williams. We've heard even Andy Cohen come out and talk about how he could never even get in contact with Wendy. That's how much of girl, the door is closed. Like, that's how much control, that's the word I was looking for. That's how much control Kevin had over Wendy Williams and the Wendy Williams show. And again, I hate to keep saying this, but we can tell that after, things went left with Kevin and Wendy, that it goes to show that Kevin really did have things, even if people didn't like him, but he clearly had things under control and was running that whole ship, because as soon as Kevin wasn't in the picture, girl, the Wendy Williams show was taken off air. And Wendy couldn't do it by herself. God, I get so mad thinking about that. But Kevin, you do know the reason why we're in this position, why our auntie ain't on TV and you want what's yours, is because, girl, in the words of Funky Dineva, you fucked up the church's money. You. I think that actually came from a movie. But Funky Dineva was the first person I heard say it, but I think that line came from a movie. But nonetheless, girl, you fucked up the church's money. I think wasn't that was not P Valley, Players Club. Wasn't that Creflo Dollar? What's his name? Bernie Mac character who said that. I think that's where that line came from. But you fucked up the church's money. You did that. All of this is because of you, Kevin. Girl. Do I believe that Kevin is probably owed something? I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that. I believe it. I do. But I also feel like, too, Kevin, somewhere within that fine print, it's always a fine print. Let me just say this. For Kevin, for Kanye, for Odell Beckham, for all of us, if we ever go into business with Nike and all these big production companies, you have to be aware that they're always going to look out for them before they look out for you. And it's always probably going to be something somewhere in that contract that protects them. And I think that's what gets people in a lot of trouble, is we don't read we don't read all the paperwork for when we sign an apartment. I mean, sign a lease for an apartment. We don't read all the paperwork when we at the university signing our life away over student loans, right? So all I'm saying is, like, Kevin, at some point, girl, I could see why you feel like you are owed some money. Girl, you fucked up the whole show. The image, everything. I don't know, child. I didn't forfeit as much as I did for my son to go through this. Girl, what did you forfeit? Like, I don't know, when did Kevin become the victim? I don't know. That's the part that I have a hard time. Like, Kevin, Martell, all these other niggas, like, when did y'all become the victim? When did y'all become the victim? And when did you forfeit so much for your son? Anyways, child, fuck Kevin. Girl, ain't it? Girl, I'm always Team Wendy, okay? So remember we're talking about the lady, Shantira Weems. Remember she shot, wait, did he die? I can't remember if he died or not. Okay, I'm back, so I don't think he died. Okay, so remember the story we talked about a few months ago with the lady Shantira, here we go, Shantira Weems. She shot her husband because she found out that he was allegedly, I can't say the word, but he was allegedly being inappropriate with kids at her daycare. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Well, she pled guilty, and They say she could get up to 2 years in jail and the rest probation, but her lawyer is basically trying to get the sentence reduced. So The owner of the daycare center accused of shooting her husband in a luxury hotel in Washington, after confronting him about allegations that he had with children, pleaded guilty Monday to aggravated assault and carrying a pistol without a license. Seated next to her attorneys in a D.C. Superior Court, Weems, 50, twice said the word guilty when she asked how she pleaded to the charges associated with the shooting this summer. Oh, it was this summer. If the deal with the prosecutors is accepted by a judge, Weems could face up to 2 years in prison. At a previous hearing, Weems' attorney told a D.C. Superior Court judge that his client was acting in self-defense when she shot her husband in a room in the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Southwest Washington on July 21st. Y'all already know, I'll put the link in the description box. This is what I have to say. I don't know. I do know. I do know. I get that, okay. I get that we should not be able, I get that, I don't know. I get that we should not be able to take someone's life without any type of consequence, right? Like who are we to say I'm going to end your life even though you did something really bad? Like who are we to say I'm going to take your life? And that I shouldn't have to suffer any consequence for taking your life, even though I know or I think you did something very, very bad. But it's always a but with me, girl. But I don't know. I just feel like, and that's why I always go back and forth about the death penalty, because what if somebody gets, I know this is it's kind of like random, but what if somebody gets a death penalty and then we find out that they were innocent? That means somebody that was innocent just died, was just killed, basically, you know? But you know, when it comes to the kids, I don't know. I just, that's why I could not be no judge, because I would be throwing all my power around to do the shit that I could to get that lady off. Girl, that lady is not going to jail. Send that lady home. Now, what you can do is bring his black ass up in here. Hey, she can get out my face because I don't have nothing to say to her. But that motherfucker, bring his ass in here right now. Yeah, because that's who we want to talk to. I would be too emotional to be a judge. Because I don't give a fuck what the law say. Remember, it was a TV show, girl. It was a TV show. I don't know if y'all watched the show or not. It's called The Good Fight. It was a spinoff from The Good Wife. But it's a show called The Good Fight. Last season on the show, it was a judge who was running his own courtroom. Girl, he was making up his own rules. Girl, whatever he gave you is what he gave you. Bitch, that would be me. Making up my own rules. You said what? You said he did what? And you shot him? Okay. So what's the problem? Why y'all got this lady in my face wasting my time? Girl, go home. Where's that man at, though? You can bring him in here. Somebody will say that, girl, you don't have no evidence. You can't be sending people to jail. And you can't be killing people just because of what you heard, right? Because somebody would say that she didn't really know if he had done these things. Girl, get out of my face. Girl, get out of my face. Girl, I'm not playing that game with y'all. You hear me? I just don't play those games with the children. When it comes to the kids, and no, before somebody even get in my comment section, no, I have never been violated a day in my life. Okay? I have never been violated. Do I know other folk Yes. Um, but yeah, we don't play about the children. 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 So as far as I'm concerned, that lady really shouldn't be going. That lady really shouldn't have to go to jail. She really shouldn't. And like in real life, like bitches ain't shooting their husbands. In order for that lady to shoot that man, she really, really, really had to believe that he was up there. You know what I'm saying? So for her to shoot her husband, she had to believe it. Shout out to Miss Weems. She shouldn't even do 2 years. Okay, if they want to give the heifer a little probation, you can't go nowhere for 30 days. You gonna have to sit in your house for 30 days. Okay, girl. That could be the consequence. The consequence is, girl, you gonna have to sit in your house for 30 days. You can't go nowhere. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Just give her 30 days, sit in the house, girl. And then girl tell her go about her business. Ask her, does she want to go get a drink tomorrow? Now, see, that's what I'm already fucking up. Because she was supposed to be in the house for 30 days, and I'm asking, does she want to go get a drink? Ask her, does she want to go get a drink after she do these 30 days? Okay? Anyways, child. Because that nigga gonna do her time, and he gonna do his time. Yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.